Okay, so it's strange. I heard a lot of talk this weekend of people saying, "Did you see the Mar-a-Lago affidavit?" And I said, "No." And they said, "Yeah, it was mainly, it was all just black bars." And I'm like, "Yeah, no, I saw that. I didn't see the affidavit. I saw all the black bars." And there's something new now. The Department of Justice has redacted the reason for redacting the affidavit.
Really?
Yeah.
Seems appropriate.
Yeah, the only thing they said that wasn't redacted there was agent safety. Every other, agent safety, that's because the violent extremists on the right.
Right.
So agent safety was not redacted, but every other reason for redacting was redacted.
So we have absolutely no idea what's in it, but also no idea why we can't see things.
Yes.
Right.
We don't know what's in it, and we also now don't know the reason why we don't know what's in it. So that's
This
good.
is perfect.
It is
This
really,
is perfect.
No. It's really good. By the way, the New York Times now demands criminal prosecution of Donald Trump.
Are we supposed to care about what the New York Times demands?
No.
I don't.
So let me give you this. This one is from, I think it's YouTube, not YouTube, Yahoo. There is little left for the Justice Department but to decide whether to wait until after the midterms to formally seek the indictment of a grand jury for Donald Trump. Yeah.
I heard someone talking about this whole scandal earlier today, and the phrase they used.
Yeah.
And I mean this sincerely. The phrase they used, what they were going to charge him with, was unlawful storage.
Oh, man.
Does anyone think this is going to have an impact? I am fascinated by this. Unlawful storage?
That is
Again,
a death penalty sentence right there.
We're not talking about like a guy getting access to documents he's not supposed to have access to, right? That's not what we're talking about. These are documents the man saw with his eyes while he was president of the United States.
Right.
So the issue here is he should have put it in a better closet. He should have put it in a safe. He should have let it be stored at the archives. A storage conflict. This is what's going to take down Donald Trump. The guy who survived all of these other things. Unlawful storage is the thing. That's what they want us to believe today.
Well, that's the way we took Al Capone down.
Unlawful storage?
No, tax evasion.
Right.
We couldn't get him on the other things, This
is insane.
The difference is that Al Capone actually was killing people.
Right.
Donald Trump hasn't done anything.
Right.
You just don't like him.
Can I run a couple of scenarios by you? I would like to get your thoughts.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So I want to boil this down for a second. No one actually cares if Donald Trump has these documents. I know that's a controversial thing to say, but
no, it's really not. It is for the media.
Maybe for the media, but no one actually cares. The man, literally, we are supposed to believe, saw them, and that's why he has them.
And
right?
by the way,
it's not,
he didn't pack them up. The GAO did.
GAO packed them up.
GAO. So that's not him or his people.
One of the few things we know about these documents is they were put in between like newspaper clippings and everything else. And you could say, well, so let's start at the bottom. He didn't do anything wrong at all. Okay, obviously that does not affect. Because what we're talking about here is not whether these documents affected the national security. It's just a matter of how it affects Donald Trump's future politics. That's all the story's about. It has nothing to do with whether he actually committed a crime or not.
Correct.
So maybe he did nothing wrong. Obviously, that's not a problem. Next step up. He was reckless with he shouldn't have had the documents and had them, right? Let's say he was reckless with the documents. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Like what would be right? Like laying them out, putting them on the menu at Mar-a-Lago.
Exactly. Like let's say you're at Mar-a-Lago, your kid's ordering a grilled cheese, he flips it over, it's supposed to be the maize.
Right.
But instead it's a nuclear document.
Right.
That would be really reckless.
Or I could get the ground beef, the sirloin, or the nuclear secrets.
Right, exactly.
Right.
That would be bad. So
Because then he'd technically be selling them, Stu.
If it's just a process argument about documents, there is no impact to our politics, right? The fact that he should have, let's take the worst case. He should have gone through some other process of declassification or whatever. No one actually cares about that at all. It's not going to impact our politics. Step it up. Was he reckless with them? Let's say like he legitimately put them in some closet and did not lock the door, which is what they're saying.
No, now, they came down and asked him
to put a lock on,
and he did.
But like, I'd ask you this. Go try to steal a drink at Mar-a-Lago. Would that be easy? This is the president of the United States House. They act as if people could walk into any closet and start stealing boxes.
Right.
This is not likely to occur.
Right.
While you might say, hey, they should be in a highly classified environment. I get that.
Look,
but
hang on. I think you're doing too much work here.
But no, let me give you the last two scenarios.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so this one I would say, let's just say he handled them recklessly. I think in our politics, that could escalate to the point of like the Hillary Clinton scandal, where the people on one side of the argument think it's the worst thing in the world, and the other side doesn't care at all. It could elevate to that level. The only thing that actually would make any difference with the story was if you had evidence of Donald Trump using these documents for his own personal benefit, i.e. he was selling them to get golf events at his country clubs, which was tossed out there by the left.
Wait, you could have, if Donald Trump, and this could happen, okay? It didn't with Donald Trump, but it could happen, In theory. If Donald Trump said to somebody else in the White House, I want you to go into the skiff, I want you to take pictures of those documents, then cut the top of them off so it doesn't say classified or top secret, and then email them to my home. That would be bad.
Right, and of course, would be much, 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 much more risky than having them in a closet. Anything online, anywhere, would be more risky than having it in Donald Trump's closet, even without a lock.
How do you know it's not a virtual closet? Go ahead.
We don't know. But if you had evidence that, like, let's say he was taking documents that were central to American security that he was going to use in a political ad 3 weeks later that he didn't declassify. I don't know what the scenario would be, but if you found something like that and had real evidence of it, maybe that would move the needle. A process crime on documents is not moving. This is a ridiculous controversy. And I swear the left just wants to talk about Donald Trump because they think that's going to help them in some way. They want to get in a fight with him. They want to make it about them versus Donald Trump again. They remember the good old days back when they were winning midterm elections in 2018. They remember the good old days when CNN had more than 8 people watching it. They remember all of these wonderful dreams. So they want to talk about it constantly. But what the hell is the point of this? Like, these are not documents he stole. He didn't go into a bank vault and steal documents he wasn't allowed to see. He literally saw them.
He's also the president, and he declassifies anything he wants, unlike the Secretary of State.
Right.
Anyway, that's a different story. Let me ask you this question, okay? Same kind of topic. Who do you believe? Who do you trust? Apparently, a Ukrainian truck driver's daughter named Ina Yakashevin.
Are you a native speaker?
I am. That's the way you pronounce it, Yakashevin.
I could tell.
Who allegedly posed as a Rothschild heiress to gain access to Mar-a-Lago and meet former President Donald Trump, is being accused now of the FBI of having ties to Russian organized crime. Apparently, this woman who lives in Ohio, the FBI said she was making trips to Mar-a-Lago to get money from Donald Trump for a children's charity, which actually was a front for organized crime in Russia.
Okay.
So Donald Trump was writing checks to organized crime in Russia.
Does that...
Now, she says... no, nothing like that. FBI says, yeah, everything like that. My question is, who do you believe? the woman you don't even know anything about that could have been masquerading as a Rothschild and a Soviet spy, or the FBI?
The fact that you have to ask that question is a problem with our institutions.
It really is, isn't it?